If you found out today you'd be single for the next 5 years, would that actually scare you, or would some part of you be relieved?
That's a deep one.
But near, so obviously, it's m- men bashing women. I'm oversimplifying it. It's a little bit more to it than that. Um, the crazy demands of women. Some unexpected. You got to have your standards, but some is just absolute. You're out of your mind. um, but I think this is something that I'm hearing more and more men say. I'd rather be single. I rather, and I'm just like, man, really? You know, that's not really. Well, let me say, we as people can do what we want to do. Let me say that. So I can't tell people what to do and what not to do. So that's always think, hey, do you? But some of the reasoning and rationale, and this is just one topic, but when you think about it, people are like making fear-based uh survival, fear-based, the worst thing that could possibly happen. Like it's hard to be successful when you're coming from that place. It doesn't mean that you do not be intentional, be strategic, be focused, pay attention to, don't make up, don't overlook. If someone is giving you some red flags, don't overlook it because he handsome or she look good.
Right.
Like that's your fault. Outside looking in, because I wasn't connected to the situation. I'm like, that was obvious. But was it though when you were in the midst of it? And on the other side, buddy whispered in your ear, and you got a little warm and fuzzy. And, hey, he started talking in your ear, talking greasy in your ear, and you totally missed out. He ain't got no job. Ain't had a job in a while, so not just going through a cycle. Like you about to be the job, meaning why he about to come stay with you, and you gonna you gonna take care of him. I'm that those are like way out there examples, but you get my point. It's like there's always flags. Obviously, there's some parts where you can't hold certain things against people because life is gonna happen. But like overall, you was focused on like superficial things to begin with. So that's what I've noticed a lot of time when things break down is you could usually flush out a superficial person because when you hadn't heard any character things that you're looking for and that's important to you, like what you're looking for in a woman, what you're looking for in a man, and you don't hear character things that are sustaining past the look goods, which is important, if that's, you want to be attracted to your person. But so I'm gonna cue it up with, is the dating recession a men's problem, a culture problem, or both?
Oh, you said a
I know I
men's
came in
problem?
hot with that question. I know I came in hot with that.
Man, the dating recession. Dang, it's a recession out there. So saying like as in men choosing not to, not just they can't. Mm, man, I don't know because I'm gonna speak towards marriage. Man, it's what they say. It costs to be the boss. Man, it's one of those things. It sounds good and it is good. But what I'm learning now is like I think part of manhood is not just seeking out what can the experience get you, but like seeking out why do you
Mm,
deserve that experience? How do you pay for that experience and pay to keep that experience? Like you when you get a gun, you got to go through certain licensures and classes, and you got to keep it registered. You don't just I want a gun, let me
keep
go
it
get a
clean. You got
gun
to
because I
keep
want to be
cleaning it.
protected.
Yeah, you got to keep cleaning the gun because
Mm-hmm.
when you need it, it'll jam up on you if you ain't cleaned it and forever.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get safe, all that. You don't just. So why would you treat? if that's how we treat an inanimate object, why would you treat a woman differently? Like, and this is, this is somebody who's going to be bringing in your children. At the very least, this is somebody who's going to be sharing the same bed and having in the same room. And so, to your point, man, like before you even, I think to me, before you even get to the woman, like it's so much character work. Because to your point, that's where I think that wanting to eject out of the relationship may come from. It's because you didn't come into the
Mm,
relationship from a healthy perspective in the first place. Maybe you did it because it made you feel good. You liked being around her. I know it's easy. I'm the man. She need me. No, you might have paid for the dates, but you liked having her there too. You didn't want to be there solo. You either couldn't or didn't want to be solo. I'm not judging. We've all been there. I mean, this is something we able to talk about. This is a safe space for men. The doors are closed. The point is, I guess we're gonna talk to two different groups. The groups of men that either have that you're not married yet, but you're thinking about it. You're dating, and then there's the groups of men that's already married, and you're like, dang, like this ain't all I signed up for. The honeymoon phase is over. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's getting rough. You know what I'm saying? Look within. I'm gonna say that to both groups. Look within. Like
Mm,
if there's problems in your household, you do not benefit from starting external first. Like, man, your house is so dirty. What's going on? Like, no, you is dirtying up the house. I'm not blaming you, but I'm putting the power back in your hands to say, there's a situation. I don't like the way it's going, or I don't, to the men that's not doing it yet. I'm scared. I don't want to get into a bad situation. You don't have to. One thing I love
mm,
about relationships is that it's a choice. In those toughest moments, I always remind myself, ain't nobody, no one's like the same thing with a job, with a W-2. No one's
yeah.
holding no one's holding a weapon to your head and saying, "Show up to work today. You better show up
Right.
to work, or else we coming to get you." No, you can
Right.
quit. You can also the
Yeah.
same way So it's easy to quit. I think it's hard to show up. So you just got to figure out as a man. When I say go inside, I know it's easy. Oh yeah, whatever. When I say go inside yourself and figure out what's worth showing up for. What do you want to show up for?
Mm,
And just start there.
that's good. That's good. That sounds like some little wisdom there from the Gen Z. From Gen Z. Um, all I know is we can't to what you said, like too much is given, much is required. And you summed it up perfectly. It costs to be the boss. As men, we are tasked with being leaders, not the other way around, despite what society is telling you. And so, one of the costs is when things aren't going right, even if it's not fully from you.
Say that again. Just say it one more time.
If things aren't going right, and even if it's not necessarily you being an initiator, if things aren't going right, as the
Hallelujah.
as the leader, this is how it is. When things going right, hey, you celebrate the team. You give the team the kudos and all of that. When things aren't when things aren't going right,
Fire the coach.
that's what usually happens. And so, what can I do to improve my team?
Oh, I like that.
Because you said something earlier. You don't want to outsource that. You how do you put, and all it is just framing so you could put the power back in your hands. And as a leader, even if it's okay, it's not me, but it's not a but if you are together with someone and you like, you know what, I don't want to get into a back and forth thing because that's just not productive. Okay, I'm noticing, I see that it's really just getting into critical thinking. I see a problem. I might be pissed, I might be annoyed, that is happening because I'm not the one that's initiating, and this is really a pain in my, you know what, just because I'm like, why you just can't do what you need to do? It might be a teachable moment. It might be a moment where there are some things surfacing up from childhood, background, upbringing, outside influences. And so you have a choice to make as a leader. Do you just let the person keep acting out, or and then you just frustrated and you just not happy, or not acting out, just not participating in anything? We as people do think we sometimes repeat patterns that we saw growing up. We have a lot of stuff going on in our head as human beings, as humans. And sometimes we just need therapy, man. We just a lot of stuff going on in your head that you almost gotta work to get dump that stuff out so you can start laying the path of like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, and so sometimes you have to slow down and speed up. And sometimes we just want to keep speed and just pushing stuff under the rug, not addressing things, not building conflict resolution skills properly, where now you just yelling at each other. That's not helpful at all. Maybe easily tempered, where you just easily get triggered. You or your lady, that none of that stuff is helpful. And then it's almost like, hey, we're on the same team. Do you want to get better? Yes or no? Yes. Do I want to get better? Yes or yes, yes. Yes or no? Yes. Hey, as long as you got the yes from both people, genuine yeses now, not like you just saying yes and you're not really wanting to put in the work. And then as the man, it's your job to put y'all in position to get to work. And meaning get to work in terms of maybe that's y'all need to do therapy together. Hey, maybe you are exploring vetting this person out for marriage because you're the man, so you usually gonna be the one that's gonna ask. Take a class together. Take a saving your marriage before it starts class. Get to learn more about each other. Like slow down to get to understand each other. Understand the backgrounds, the upbringings. How was your parents with money? How was your parents and your upbringing? What did you see and experience with money? What was your parents' relationship with money? And then ask like on both sides. Uh, to present day, how are you with your money? And it's funny how you start seeing some similarities, and it might not be to the degree of what you saw growing up, but there's probably a little remnants of like doing good. You have a setback because of bad decision you made, and so it's still in you, and that's okay. But the biggest thing is same team, same dream, and so as leaders, you have to cast a vision. If you have to cast a vision and work to help the team understand what the vision is and what their role is in that vision and how it benefits them. Even husband, wife, everybody want to return on their investment. Maybe you're not where you want to be, and she taking a chance on you. That's a huge chance that she taking, bro. To leave her mother and her father, and they give her away to you for someone to trust your vision and direction. And especially if she want to have kids, like they have a shorter window that they working with. So, bro, you got to get busy. I mean, at least have a plan that y'all like. Even I always joke and laugh. I say, even if y'all building our key of marriage, at least like cast out like, hey, boo, this is where we going. Just so you know, we starting a Kia, but we going here, and we just gonna work that thing. We just gonna and then we gonna keep looking back like, oh man, progress is happening, and you just keep going and living life and enjoying each other. um Sounds easy, I get it, there's a lot of moving things, but like I always say, you only need one. the right one as you vet now. And sometimes don't ignore the red flag. Allow a person to be who they are. Don't, because you should thank them when they show you who they are. Thank them, because that now that you have a decision to make. And what happens is things are really just very pretty simple. It's just that when you start adding emotions into it, hey, y'all start smashing. Both of y'all overlooking stuff, and both of y'all probably knew neither one of y'all was a fit for each other, but y'all just kind of overlooked it and just like, oh well, we love each other, but not compatible at all in terms of don't have the same, like, you want to be the leader, she want to kind of do her own thing. That ain't gonna work. Or you not a leader, and you know she grew up in a family that let the man lead, but like don't blindly follow if there is no vision casted. Like, because I mean, I'm not a female, so I can't really think through that. Like, I can't imagine having to be on the other side of like having to follow, like in hoping the person is taking us in the right direction. So I'll land it by saying what you said. It costs to be the boss. And we're not even talking about money. That's a part of it. But it's time, effort, energy, planning, intentionality, being serious. Even when things aren't going the way it's supposed to go, you don't. Ooh, I almost said something crazy. I almost said something crazy. You just stay on the complaining side, and then you don't ever put your spouse and yourself in the position to start working on those things. You just bitching and complaining, and you stay in that purgatory space, and you didn't turn it to the female. We give female grace with the complaining and all that, because that, I mean, females emotional. They have periods, all that. I'm saying it like that. I mean, that's just comes with it. And so we're different, and that's okay. And sometimes men are rejecting what a man is, and it just come with it. It's tough, but I like it. I love it. And so, but you got to have brothers around you to help you to learn to like it and love it, and find your way, and y'all hold each other accountable. Um and sometimes there will be tough calls that has to be made, but what I've noticed is most of the time when it I'll end with this. In your heart of hearts, when you look yourself in the mirror, did you do everything that you could do? And most times the answer is no.
That's real. Man, you know, you said a word that really resonated, like understanding. Like I've been listening to some books about parenthood. I ain't planning on becoming one anytime soon, but I don't know. I think that my takeaways is that you walk around and sometimes you're interacting with the person, sometimes you're interacting with their inner child. And so that book's like,
Fact.
oh, you know what I'm
That's deep.
saying?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's deep right there. Wow.
And
Wow.
relationships is the same way. Not saying your partner's a kid, but y'all both have moments where that wasn't you talking for real. That was your inner person reacting. And so, to your point, when you just start just understanding, just learn how to, and that's deep as a kid. Do you feel like as a kid, do you feel like either one or both of your parents did either fail to or just didn't care to understand you? Did they even try? And that's why I'm trying to give grace to the men. I can understand why some of the men would be listening and be like, why do I need to know all this stuff? I'm just gonna show her the way. No. You know what I'm saying? That no, do not do that. Like I get how that's like intoxicating, like, no, but if I know the way, let me just show her. No, that's part of that's what being in a relationship is. You're signing up to understand and love this person, not just be their Yoda. They can go sign up for a coach if they want a coach. They signed up for a husband. So
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, drop a comment in the chat. If you agree, you don't agree, we way off. Hey, we welcome it all. But The one thing is we just want to see each other get better. That's what brotherhood is. Uh, and support each other as we're doing it.